I was with my best friend from 19 to 26 years old. That dude was my fucking everything, okay? This is a story that he would tell everybody when they would ask what kind of person I am.
Red pill content ruined my relationship.
We've been together for like 2.5 years at this point, maybe 2 years, and he got signed to Universal Music, an amazing producer, artist. Fantastic. And he was living in Vegas, and I showed up at his place in Vegas for the first time since he had moved there. And this man was sleeping on a blow-up mattress. And I was like, there was no way that the man that I love is gonna sleep on a blow-up mattress. I had no job at this point. I had just moved to the US, was getting my green card. I couldn't work. With the little money that I did have, I went and I bought him a mattress and put it in the back of my Passat, okay? And then proceeded to carry that mattress up 3 flights of stairs at like 9 o'clock in the morning in the scorching Vegas heat. Walk in there, I'm like panting, sweating, dying, because that's what you do when you love somebody. That's the kind of person that I am in a relationship. I will give 100% of myself and the last bit of energy that I have because I love you. That is what a woman does.
So far, this sounds like a description of events that attempts to garner sympathy. However, she's unknowingly solipsistic in her account. She was jobless, had very little money, was in need of a green card, and couldn't work. So she took up residence in his place.
It's a trap!
She claims to have bought him a mattress, but I suspect she was also sleeping on it. If true, it wasn't exclusively his, and was conceivably purchased because she didn't like the blow-up mattress he was happy with. It's also possible that the mattress was purchased to saddle him with an emotional debt. Yet she presents her behavior as virtuous, as if it's not at all self-serving.
Pathetic.
Welcome to the Everyman Show.
Yeah, we can talk about how I cooked and cleaned for him and helped him with his business and helped him become a millionaire, and now he lives in a nice penthouse apartment in Vancouver. I don't need to talk about that because I know what kind of woman I am when I show up in a relationship.
From what she said so far, and as we're about to see, there's a good chance she has a self-serving bias. This is the tendency to blame outside forces if something bad happens and take responsibility when good things happen.
There's a thing called accountability, and you need to open up an account.
And while I can't say with any assurance that this next part applies to her, it is worth mentioning. Narcissists struggle to accept responsibility for their actions and choices in life. It's always someone else's fault. Some of the tactics they use to achieve this are denial, delusion, toxic amnesia, gaslighting, minimization, deflection, blaming the victim, playing the victim, and many more.
You want to know what ruined that relationship? We were long distance for a period of time. I went during the pandemic and I was staying with him in Vancouver and something changed. And you want to know what changed? He started watching podcasts like Fresh and Fit. He started listening to content about MGTOW, and that man changed. And I would sit across from him and not understand the person that I was seeing. I felt like I was waking up to somebody that I did not know.
He was the one who did the waking up. If a man's in a high-quality relationship and consumes red pill content, it's practically certain to reaffirm his commitment, because he'd more recognize that he was with a woman who's soft, feminine, sexually serious, kind, cooperative, receptive, and focused on having a family, for example. The content he was consuming triggered a cost-benefit analysis, which concluded that his relationship was in negative utility. As is often the case, a man's awakening is a modern woman's nightmare. This phrase comes to mind. Once you realize you're on the wrong train, it's best to get off at the next available stop. The longer you wait, the further you'll be from where you started.
Bingo.
I am qualified to talk about this. I am qualified to understand the repercussions that red pill content have on men, because the person that I wanted to spend my life with, the person I was in love with, the person I wanted to marry changed overnight.
Nice.
Because of the content like that. And I see now the men who do watch that content. I hear the things that they say because I would listen to it.
Bruh.
I actually started consuming that content because I wanted to understand what happened.
Poor thing.
This might be controversial, but a lady can only be red pill aware, not truly red pilled. There's too many layers of complexity to a man's life for modern women to properly comprehend. Even the female manosphere content creators are at best traditional women with red pill talking points, and at worst, modern women running a sophisticated financial grift.
We are under attack!
Ordinarily, I might describe this lady as an alpha widow, but I think this would be a misnomer, because she isn't a widow. Widows don't have any choice in becoming a widow. They're without a husband due to circumstances beyond their control. So perhaps more accurately, she could be described as an alpha reject. She was in a relationship with an alpha male, but lacked the sexual market value to keep him interested.
The most important thing is to face the truth about yourself, even if it's not very pretty.
Fantastic.
If you enjoyed this video, then here are some more you might appreciate. Please consider liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to help the channel out. Until next time, goodbye for now.